What up, weed? I feel like I done got enough table or something. There it is, I think. Anywho, what up, wheat field? What up, y'all's wheat? What up? What up with thee? I don't know what's going on. Happy Tuesday. It is the rising message, Ashe, and hopefully we got enough battery to make this thing work because iPad was dead, and as soon as we got to 1%, we was like 1%. Ooh, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough to make it work. So it's plugged in, and hopefully it'll keep, doing what it needs to do, so we can get this rising message out to you. Y'all see the cup? Y'all see it? Vampire blood. Oh, we know when this cup come up and some shit. Spirit said ops of all kinds. Vampires are coming into alignment. So I don't know if you got a lot of vamps in your energy. Somebody could. You could be their favorite supply. They like to come over to you and feed and then get what they need and run the fuck off. Spirit is definitely warning us against vampire energies, ops of all kinds. Opportunists and opportunities, oppositions are coming, and we're going to be required to discern, beloved. Thank you. I'm hearing, I see you. I heard somebody's spirit team, the spirit of the Most High God, say, I see you. I know what you up to. I know what you want. You want to feed, and not on me. Somebody just lazy and they don't want to go out and hunt and do their own shit. Or maybe they just, unalived and cold inside and they feel like they can't, beloved. They need your lifeline. That's what vampires do. Hey, Miss Angie, Grand Rising, beloved. I'm so glad that you are well. I hope everything is great with you. I hope everything is really well with you. I am so glad to see you. I actually ran across a video from a year ago. Somebody commented on a video a year ago. You'd be forgetting like that content is out there and it's still circulating, and then people come across it and they find it. And so when I looked in the comments, guess who was in the comments? It was you, and here you are today. So great day to you. I'm so glad to see you. It called you back to my mind. I was like, dang, I haven't seen Miss Angie in a minute. So thank you to the Alpha and Omega. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get in here and put in this general comment. It is the rising message of the Tears and Wheat Tarot show where y'all sure enough never know what you're going to get. Y'all know what it is. It's going to start slow. It's going to be thick like that old school Crisco. We got to get out the can and into the pan, and the Alpha and Omega come in and turn the heat up. It's the rising message where we need our cup of coffee. This is the first cup to what? Vampires, ops, and opposition, all kinds of ops. Spirit said vampires are aligning. So be conscious. Keep your peepers, your discernment. I am so glad to see you. I'm so glad that you are well. Let's get this general comment, general collective reading. Spirit said vampires are aligning, so be careful of bottom feeders. Be careful of people who want to feed off of your energy. Vampires is kind of like that narcissistic and empath paradigm, so it's definitely giving us the lesson of duality or polarity. We've been looking at the battle of opposites. In the same way that the spirit, the angels are aligning, it's the same way ops are aligning. People could be, it's like, what do they call it? Like a nest of vampires where they kind of all just hang out together and shit and they siphon off of other people's energy. So you never know. You know what I mean? Vampires don't just, live in population, they connect to other fucking vampires. So be careful of who you are connecting with. It's something about opposition, Spirit is saying. And I'm seeing this deck. We got to get it. I'm seeing the Love Oracle, and I'm also getting Evil Eye Oracle. We got a lot of cards out, y'all. We were thinking about doing an old school chop the table up, put away most of everything that's been on display and in use, and then, box them up and pull out some stuff that's new. It's so many decks that we have been gifted. The spirit is always, the abundance is abundancing. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of decks that we don't touch or they haven't been able to speak in a minute. When the spirit wants them, they'll go in there and get it. But we just been thinking about changing and refreshing the energy, beloved. So we may do something to kind of like, you know, put these away and we'll do what the spirit told us to do. We don't know. I'm just saying. Hey, she is. What up, sis? Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's family. I apologize for that, Miss Angie. I'm so sorry you're experiencing. But, you know, whatever you're doing to protect yourself, sneaking that garlic in your food and, you know, making sure, you know, they pass the mirror test. They got to go through the smoke test before they come up in here. I'm saying, like, we have fire on, like, we put one fire on one side and fire on the other side, just candles. And they got to walk through the flame to come in. We got to burn some shit up off you. We set the intention, cleanse whatever's coming through this door. And if it can't be cleansed, it cannot cross the threshold. They won't even come. I promise you. That hit me in the kingdom. It be always something that happened that makes sure that the vampires and the one like really, 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 they can't come over, beloved. They really, really cannot. Perception. It's something about being able to see these folks, and we getting like you cook everything with garlic. I know that's right, and I love loads and loads and loads of it. We made some garlic infused coconut oil, so fucking good. You gotta keep it in the refrigerator. But when I say it do something different to that coconut oil, what? Spirit said we gotta be able to see these folks. Perception. How are you looking at it? I'm telling you, the mirror test. Put a mirror. Like, look, I can't see you in that mirror. Something ain't right. Look, universal love is here. That fell out. Belief system. Some people don't believe in them because they just be like, oh, you know, we love everybody, and we do. We do. But I don't like vampires. I don't want you feeding off me. All right? Remembrance. I like the creepy things. You know what I mean? We talk about it in the world of fantasy. You're like, you know, vampires with the fangs and shit really don't exist. Light body activation, Merkaba is coming through. But to realize that there's a lot of people that it lives in vampiric energy. They do. They feed off of other people, and we know this to be true. Just like some people live in witchy energy, some people live in werewolf energy, like they are primal and they act like they don't have no motherfucking control and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's metaphors for a reason. They apply. I also just heard if it don't apply, let it fly. So if this ain't your story, don't worry about it. We tap into the general principles, right? General principles is coming through. Somebody see one of the vampires could be a close friend, and they could be holding a grudge against you. And they really could. Cedar. Didn't we just say cleanse your home? Fresh woodsy smell cleanses a new home of old energies. So if you moved into a home, it don't have to be new today. But whenever you moved in it, if you did not do a good cleansing and you haven't since you've been in it, you might need to do that. And I'm not talking about taking some pine sol and cleaning out the corners in the cabinet so you can put your stuff in it. I'm talking about stuff like cedar so you can clear old spirits out of it. And even when people leave your house, please cleanse because you don't know what the fuck they done brought in. Look, blocked crown chakra. A lot of people don't understand. Divine connections, blocked consciousness, blocked cosmic energy, blocked enlightenment, blocked illumination, blocked spirituality, blocked divine wisdom, blocked. Cleanse your energy. See, people could definitely be keeping tabs on you. They could be stalking you. They could be watching you. They could be all on your social media. This could be somebody that come by your house all the fucking time and really ain't your damn friend. They really just coming to get the tea from you, to siphon off of you or some shit. Always coming over to get a cup of sugar or something. I don't know if people really still go over to their neighbor house to get a cup of sugar, but they coming over to get something from you, and they don't really like you. See? Ain't that the same card? It's the same message, but it's a different card. So Spirit just affirmed that. Your closest friends, one of these folks, a couple of these folks, they got a grudge against you. You think they your friend, but they not. I'm hearing Marlon voice like when he was talking to Nemo. You think you could do these things, Nemo, but you just can't. You think they're your friends, but they just ain't. That's what I heard. Tap into your intuition. You will know who these people are. Figure out, like, think about how they move. Like, how do they come to you? Do they come to you? Look, we see pyrite, and they can't stand to see you shine. They could be envious of your career and the money you make, which is why they always coming over to borrow some shit from you, some sugar, some butter. Right? Somebody could even have an ex praying on their downfall. Yeah, hey, again, they don't like your shine. They said they don't like your shine. Haters are mad because they see you winning. So if you in your winning season, right, and these people are bottom feeders, right, they need somebody else to feed on, you know, people at the bottom might not got a lot to sip on. And you know, they see you shine and they might want to come in and get a little bit of your light, get a little bit of your sugar. I'm just saying, it's going to cause you to miss out on an opportunity. And then we say that, that's what's in the title. Causing you to miss out on opportunities. Ops are aligning. Ops, opposition, opportunity, and we have to discern it. It is the battle of polarity, of opposites. And somebody, right, could be an air sign, cause you negativity. And this Queen of Swords came out yesterday. Definitely air sign. They said that even though it was a Queen of Swords presenting, they just in Queen of Swords energy. This could be a masculine gendered person, it could be male, but they just in bish energy, bish. You know what I mean? They just not very, you know, balanced right now. And here it is. Here it is. Y'all don't believe your girl. Somebody will. They will. Vampire energy. Excessively demanding your attention and emotional support. Y'all, this is definitely unexplained body bruises, welts, and scratches. It's in reverse. And causing drama, fights in your love connections and friendships is here. Vampire. Y'all heard it. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega. I'm hearing A, 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 A. Let's get in my week. Let's get it. A. Get in my week. Let's get it. A. They didn't say, oh. We didn't acknowledge the Omega. So something that has begun and the ending has not yet come. So I don't know if it's because you need to end something, you need to recognize it and end it and call forth an ending to these things. Like stand in your power and your authority. Like our perception, you know, and ability to see, you know, to see the light in individuals, to see what they are passionate about, what they really want. And the opposite of an air sign is an earth sign. So when we think about, we do see coherence, and they're calling me to the number 13. Gaia is behind that. That reaffirms earth, you know, earth energy, very abundant, right? And so if somebody is an earth sign, an air sign, then you could be earth, right? If you are water, then they could be fire. It could be just the opposition of the elements, and it's almost always learning how to manage that, to deal with it. Because air, you know what I mean, like, it's a thing. Everything moves on air. Everything, like, if you don't have the breath and you don't have the spirit, then it's like, what can you do? But spirit is telling us discernment. Can you understand the energies that are around you? The vampires. It supports our ability to view the world, perception, and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Like, I can see what it is, I can understand it, I can come to part with it, make a decision to detach from it, and to detach with compassion and with wisdom, because I know. It's definitely a thing about discerning ops from opportunity in this day. Universal love. See, a lot of times we just give universal love. And I'm not saying all of us, because some people be on some different shit. They be like, I love people, but I don't connect to people because I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be really on that, you know, thing. But it's somebody that has a lot of light. It's giving a strong solar plexus. Like your solar plexus is very active. I'm hearing expanding. It's getting bigger. You're able to generate and handle more power. Your ability to transmute negativity is increasing. Light body activation, really releasing negative energy. Is really giving me transmuting a lot of negative energy. Yeah. And who's that vampire that want to come in and steal and siphon off of you? It's a thief. Right, they see you are energetic and fruitful. Look, and look at this. Now this could be a couple, King and Queen of Pentacles, right? And this could be a young one in the family, right? They may not be a child. They could be an adult child that still acts very young and needs support, or they're just getting started out on their own, right? And so now we see two that's over here, and we have somebody over here, fruitful, need help, and feeding off of you. So you can have an ex, Earth. You could have a youngster, a child with this ex, and both of these people could feel like they holding grudges. Somebody's holding a grudge, holding a grudge. So I don't know if this ex is somebody that you would consider a friend or you tried to be friendly with for the sake of the kid. But whatever happened, they are holding a grudge against you, beloved. Tower. Mental conflict. What the shit? Betrayal, Ten of Swords, and death and transformation. Something ending, a harsh ending. But that's the way it's supposed to be. And we see the change coming. And now we see Empress, mother, wife energy, or this could be another person. It could be your evolution, growing something bigger, something better, giving birth to something. High Priestess. I'm getting moving in silence. They've been telling us to move in silence. It's secrets that could be revealed onto you. You could have, again, tap into your intuition, what they said. You will know who these people are. Family. For somebody, this is a family component. And it's something about your light and your shine. They don't like to see you shining. So, Three of Cups. Family, community, or a subset of family that is robbing and taking from you. Could be opportunity. It could have something to do with money. It could be, again, energy, right? Vampires come for your resources. It's giving lifeline, the blood, kind of thing. But it's like what sustains you. So for it could be somebody, it could be your energy, it could be a positive disposition, it could be for somebody your money, your resources, it could be the things that make you happy and give you joy and upliftment. Like people, I don't know what happened in the past, but we do see theft here. I don't know if they feel like you stealing from them or if they stealing from you or they're trying to get something from you. They're trying to get something from you. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Interview with the Vampire way back in the day. One of my favorite young Tom Cruise and fucking Brad Pitt movies. Okay? But in that movie, Brad Pitt was a vampire turned by Tom Cruise. And, Tom Cruise just wanted somebody to hang out with. He thought Brad Pitt was handsome, so he was like, shit. They had a very weird relationship. You never really could tell what was happening in that. But, anywho, Tom Cruise wanted a companion, so he turned him into a vampire. Brad Pitt eventually, feel like sympathetic over this little girl. I can't remember what the fuck her name was. I don't want to say Julia Stiles. She might have been super little. But whoever it is, this little girl, because her mom and dad from the Black Plague, so he turned into a vampire. So now we got Louis and this child vampire. So eventually, vampires would be hundreds and hundreds and centuries of years old, but whatever they look like when they got turned is what they look like. So here this little girl is, she fucking savage. She like, I don't give a fuck, I'm not living off rats and all this animal blood. I want to eat, I want to hunt. She fucking started going out there and bringing in grown women. Like playing on their emotions and shit, like I'm a childless orphan, a motherless orphan, and bringing in folks, and then look, they'll be sitting up there drinking and eating off of them. But so it's given like with that analogy, that somebody's child could be the one that comes in and plays on you to get something from you. They could be the one that like kind of set the scene for them and their other parent to get things. You know, the other parent could have taught this child some shit. And look, now we see anxiety coming out. We see the thinking woman. That's the Queen of Swords energy we've been talking about. In tempo path and adjacent possibilities. This is door to opportunities. And look how many doors is open. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. But you have to understand and know which door to go into, where to place your energy. See, magician is manipulators out here that are full of deceit. And I don't know what this is. It's like you have to discern which doorway to go through. I'm hearing like, what's behind door number 3? You know what I'm saying? It's like giving that type of energy. What is behind door number 3? They said put that on the table.